Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're here to talk about the 90-day rule / how to know if a guy really likes you. But before we get into this topic, please hit that subscribe button, and also if you would like more of this relationship discussion / topics, please give it a thumbs up. So this initial discussion came about, I came across a video. It was talking about the 90-day rule and whether it still applies in this modern day world. So I just decided to Snapchat and Instagram story it. So I just sent out a poll. I asked you guys, what do you guys think? Do you think the 90-day rule applies? So we're taking this discussion further to YouTube. This is an open discussion. Please leave all your comments and your thoughts down below. Now, before we get into this, quick disclaimer, this is all my opinion based on my experience and my research. This may not apply to everyone, but from what I've experienced, this is my personal journey. This is what I've experienced, and we're just coming here. Once again, it's an open discussion. Please feel free to disagree or to agree. It's up to you. Okay, so let's just get straight into how the 90-day rule came about. So we have this guy called, very popular guy, love him, Steve Harvey. He wrote this book called Act Like a Woman, Think Like a Man. Ladies, like, I recommend every lady on this planet to read that book. Like, we'll get into why later, but please, I have mine on Kindle. I'll show you guys what it looks like now. You can get a hard copy, and I believe you can get audio. Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. So that's initially where the 90-day rule came about. So this is Steve Harvey giving advice to ladies, saying, look, before you give up the goodies to any man, just take 90 days. This should not include any sexual or physical contact. Just 90 days for you to determine whether this guy is someone that you see a future with, or you want to pursue something long term. To clarify, it's basically a probation period for men. It's a 90 days probation period, but in this discussion, there were debates that sometimes men can pretend for 90 days, and there were other debates saying, like, if a man can't wait for you 90 days, then he's not worth it. So yeah, this is, as I keep saying, an open discussion, and this will be now my view moving forward. Now, I personally believe that the 90-day rule, I think it is something that does apply in this, even in this modern day world, and I do think it is an amazing tool if used correctly. And please keep in mind, the 90-day rule is solely for the person who is implementing it. So whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, it's for persons who is implementing this 90-day rule to benefit from. So it has nothing to do with the outside world, the person that is being dated. No, this 90-day rule is kind of like, so when you get a new job, for example, there's a period of time where it's like a, not a probation period, but just a period of time in the beginning to see whether you are actually worth what the company is paying you. If a company can do this, why wouldn't you as a lady do this? Like, it's screening. You need to screen these men. You can't just say, oh, I think he's the one, and just give it up. Because personally, I'm the sort of girl, I catch feelings. Like, this is like, when I say catch like, if anything sexual happens between me and a guy, I'm already thinking about babies. I've named our children. I know we're gonna live. Like, this may not apply to everyone, but this is just how I am. So although at this present time I am celibate, I would say the 90-day rule in general really helps someone like me who, even if the person is a complete waste man, like complete waste man, in my mind it's fine, we can still be together. Please, am I the only one that catches feelings like this? Please let me know in the comment section below if you're like me. Like, please, I hope I'm not the only one on this planet that's still like that. I'm like so old school, I'm a proper traditionalist. But as I was saying before, the 90-day rule is for the person who is implementing it, so it should be your choice and it should benefit you. It's more like a screening process for you to determine whether, without emotional connection, without sexual connection, then you can have a clear tunnel vision mind. Like, sometimes when you've caught feelings or you're really in love with someone, you tend to miss out the major things. I know personally I am guilty of this. Like, you miss out like major red flags because you're already invested in that other person. So the point of the 90-day rule is for you to be like, okay, look, let's eliminate all the emotional, physical, let's eliminate all of that, and let's keep it real, let's keep it 100. Your flaws, can I deal with them? Do you possess the qualities that I like, and do you respect me? There are just so many things that you need to take into account. And this, I believe that this 90-day screening process is so important. But let me know if you think otherwise. And ladies, we all know that there are so many men that come across our way, like whether it's jumping in your DMs or like approaching you, you know, at work or even on the road or at a restaurant. Like, men come, they do, but there has to be a screening process. That's what I genuinely believe. So for example, you could just see where he is, where his head at is, maybe financially, like if he's on the route to being financially stable, or if he's working his way up the career ladder, or family wise, does he want children? Does he see a future with you? Ladies, you need to ask these direct questions. Does the man see a future with you? We can often make the mistake of thinking, okay, yeah, of course he wants kids, he wants a family, but you need to ask him, look, Tyrone or Jide, do you see a future with me? Like, let me tell you ladies something. If a man within the first month can tell if you are potentially someone that he can build a life with or be with long term, if after a month he can't give you a direct answer, if after a month of dating he can't give you a direct answer, he's not into you. Keep it pushing. Like, time is wasting. Like, don't waste your years, don't waste your beauty on a man that does not have a life plan for the two of you. It's a waste of time. So you need to ask him, look, Jide, do you see a future with me and you? Like, what's your plan? Like, in the next 2 years, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? Even if he has not got a direct answer, does he see you fitting into his life plan? Like, we need to take, I think relationships are just so important. And yeah, personally, like, I take them probably way too seriously than I should, but these are questions within those 90 days that you need to establish. And the likeliness is, if you've already had some sort of sexual engagement with them, it'll be harder for you to walk away when you really should, because for the man that doesn't want you, there are 1,000,001 men that do want you. That is just the truth. Like, you are so valuable. Like, if this man cannot see the qualities that you possess, that's his problem, not yours. Keep it pushing, sister. Typically, we just need to be looking out for things like, is he spiritually stable? Is he on the journey to be financially stable? Like, if he's not even financially stable enough to look after himself, how is he meant to love and look after you? Like, that's just the way I see it. Like, as human beings, we need to stand on our own, and to be able to stand with someone and be even better. So if he cannot even stand on his own, how can he then accommodate you into his life and be better with you? That doesn't make sense to me. Does he respect you? Does he talk to you appropriately? Like, does he have manners? Like, all these little things we can overlook when you're like emotionally and like already connected to the person. Like, I don't know, once again, like, it's mainly happens to me. That's why I've like been celibate for quite a while now, because when I engage in any like sexual activity with someone, I just, all common sense, like, bye-bye, just wave bye-bye to common sense, because I don't have it anymore. So something like the 90-day rule, like, it really helps someone like me. So now that we've clarified what the 90-day rule is and how it can help, let's move on to how to know if a guy really likes you, or how to know when a man loves you or likes you. So there are 3 things. These are all, once again, based on the book Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. So there are 3 things that a man does when he really likes you. They're the 3 P's. Do not forget, ladies. 3 P's. He protects, he provides, and he proclaims. So what does all that mean? Okay, so I'm going to take the first one, protect. So for example, it could be, protect could be as little as maybe the two of you are walking down the road together and he will tell you to move to the side of the road which does not have the cars. He will switch places with you because he's like, subconsciously he has to protect you. What do I mean by protect? Okay, maybe if you guys have come out of the car and you know when you're in a car park or a parking lot walking to where you need to go and there's an ongoing car, he'll quickly grab you and be like, babe, be careful. Like, if a guy loves you, that's the first thing he'll do, he'll protect. Okay, so the second thing that a guy will do if he loves you is proclaim. So what do I mean by proclaim? So has he shown you to his family? Do you know his best friend? Have you spoken to his friends? Do his friends know about you? Or even if, so for example, I know some men genuinely, they don't like all this posting on social media, posting on Instagram. I, for one, don't think that's appropriate. I've made my mistakes in the past, as some of you long-time followers will know. But okay, fair enough, he might not post you on social media, but if a guy truly loves you, he wants men to know that, look, she's off limits, she's mine. He wants the world to know that she is mine. So is he showing you to his family? Like, that's a major one. Like, have you maybe just spoken to his mom on the phone, even if it's new, or spoken to maybe his best friend, or, you know, just, if you don't know any of his friends or any of his family, that is a red light. Like, you don't know any, like, or he'll be like, oh babe, you know, I want to see how it goes, I want to keep it under wraps. No, if you want to be with me, if you love me, like, let the world know that you're with me. Like, I mean, come on, step it up. Look at me, like, ladies, you're beautiful. Like, all this, I want to keep it under wraps, I want to, you know, I don't want no one to, please, send him packing. Don't let these guys waste your time. If he loves you, he will proclaim, he'll let the world know that you are his. Lastly, if a guy loves you, this one I know will be up for debate, but if a guy loves you, he will provide. Now, I know this is, in this modern day world, not everybody agrees with it, but as I keep saying, I am quite a traditional lady. So for example, if we go out for dinner, I expect you to pay. And there's nothing wrong with it. Like, I can take care of myself. Let's not get it twisted. I work very hard and I can take care, I provide a good life for myself. So if you're coming in, there's no way, like, if you're coming in, you have to add to me. That's the point of a relationship, to add. If you're coming in and you're telling me to pay for myself, I might as well take myself out, or we might as well be on a friend zone outing. We're not on a date, this is a friend zone outing. That's what we can call it. If he cannot come on, pay for your dinner when you're going out, how do you expect a man like that to pay a mortgage, to pay kids' school fees? Come on dinner, he cannot pay. No. I don't play with that. If a man loves you, he will provide. Not that the waiter will come, we'll now be counting our coins. How is it, half and half? Or maybe you give him your card, he'll now go, oh please half it. You now bring out your phone calculator. You now 52 points, £52.25 divided by 2. Okay, please, can you, like, come on, that's nonsense. But once again, that's my opinion. Let me know if you think otherwise. But personally, if you're taking me out on a date, you have to pay. When it comes to shoes and bags, look, I'm sorted, honey. Look, I'm sorted. My weaves, my what, honey, I'm sorted. But when it comes to things like we're doing things together, like, come on, like, a guy needs to be able to provide. At the end of the day, like, ladies, don't you feel like, I mean, I love being wined and dined. Like, yes, I can do it by myself, but I don't need to. I don't have to. You're here. Like, I mean, I just love the feeling of being taken care of also, you know. When it comes to dating, or I genuinely believe the lady is always in control. So we as ladies, we set the standard for the men to follow. So for example, I have a list of 10 things that I will not tolerate in a man, and a list of 10 things that a man needs to possess. So I'll just give an example. Like, a man needs to be polite, needs to have manners, like simple thank you, please, like even for example, maybe the two of you are walking and he needs to open the door for you, like simple things like that. Like, you need to set a standard for yourself, otherwise any Dick and Harry that comes along, you would take it. Like, no ladies, like, I genuinely believe, like, the more you invest in yourself, the higher a standard of another human being that you can expect. And please, I'm saying this from experience. I've implemented all of this and it's worked. Like, it's 100% worked. Of course, there were many frogs that day. If you can't have deep common respect for me and yourself, we don't need to be together. You don't even need to be in my vicinity. Like, that's number one. Genuinely, ladies, remember this. You are in control. Set the standard for yourself and the man will follow. If the man does not want to comply, let him walk. He was never meant for you. But genuinely, a man that likes you, a man that loves you, he will do anything it takes to be with you. Ladies, you are in full and utter control. Remember that. But just don't be afraid of letting him loose, because as one door closes, just always remember another one opens. But if you can't close one door that you know is not going anywhere, how do you expect another one to open? So genuinely, if the man loves you, he will do absolutely anything. Remember that. If a man loves you, he will do everything it takes to be with you. Now, when it comes to sex, just know that sex will not make a man, it will not make a man like you more or be serious about you or love you. That's just the truth. If the guy is genuinely into you, he will wait. And as I keep saying, I'm talking out of experience. I've been celibate for a while now, and the guy who genuinely likes, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Oh, if I have sex with the guy, okay, maybe he won't go anywhere. If he was unserious about you having sex with him, he will continue to be unserious. It won't make a difference. It won't change the way the man feels about you. If he was serious about you in the beginning and he still wants to be with you and he can see a genuine future with you, he can see the lady of his dreams, the lady that will have his children, this man will wait. If you're telling him, okay, I need to make sure that this is going to be something with a future, he will wait. If you're telling him, okay, I want to wait till marriage for spiritual reasons, he will wait. Like, a man that genuinely loves you, women, I'll keep saying it, if he genuinely loves you, he will do what it takes to be with you. But you have to set the standard for him to follow. It's not that he'll come in, he'll be doing nonsense, be doing rubbish, and you'll be taking it. You need to set the standard for yourself. Have respect for yourself, and then others will have respect for you. That's just how it works. You need to teach him how to treat you. Set the standards for yourself. Be like, no, this is how it's gonna be. And if he wants to walk away, then he was never meant for you. For me, the 90-day rule is about weeding out the time wasters, weeding out the predators, weeding out the men that are not for you. But for you to even be able to do that, you need to know what you want in the first place. You need to know what you're looking for. You need to know your criteria. And because I always speak about this, like with friends, and a lot of people just don't know what they want. That's just the problem to begin with. You don't know what you're looking for. So any nonsense can just come along, woo you, and you end up in a unhappy relationship. So just to help you ladies out there, as I mentioned before, I have a list of 10 things that I need in a man and 10 things that I will not tolerate in a man. Everything in between, I don't mind. No one's perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm the furthest thing from perfect. But I need to have some sort of sage, some sort of foundation to weed out the people that I'm not interested in. this is for people that are serious about finding something long-term, something substantial. So I have the 2 lists here. 10, and I'll just read out just one quality that this top line says qualities that my husband must possess. Sorry guys, I'm husband level, it's like it's not that deep, but you can put boyfriend or whatever. But qualities that my husband must possess. Let me read out just one for you guys. My husband must be able to both lead and support his wife. Let me just read out another one. My husband must love who he is, flaws and all. So we all have flaws. We're all not perfect, but I want a confident man. Like, I always go for like an alpha male anyway. So alpha males typically, they're confident, they're and then lastly, I think this is probably one of the most important ones. My husband must have manners and respect for himself, me, and the people around him. So as I said before, I like something like manners, you can't teach somebody. That's why it's in the list of must-have. Like, someone has either cultivated a habit of having manners and being respectful, or they just don't have it at all. And if you don't have it, you don't need to be around me. Like, simple please, simple thank you, simple opening of the door as both of us are going through, like, and you'll be able to tell these things. Maybe if you guys go out for dinner, watch how he reacts when the waiter puts his food down. Does he say thank you? Or as you guys are walking out of the restaurant after you finish your meal, does he say thank you to the waiters, or you know, the person standing there? Like, you can tell these things. Ladies, we have this thing called intuition, and it's real. It's like, you know, when you know. It's kind of like, you just know. You know if he's full of nonsense, you just know. Okay, so moving on to things I will not tolerate. Let me just read out one. I will not tolerate a man whose words do not match up to his actions. Chai. I'm gonna let that sink in. I'm gonna let it sink in. Ladies, this man tells you that he's going to call you at 6 o'clock. This man did not call you till the next day. That's just that at the lowest level of actions not matching up to words. Like, that is a major one for me. Like, if you say you're gonna do something, do it. Don't give me an excuse as to why you didn't do it. Obviously, like, I'm not saying be like super rigid, but for the most part, if he tells you he's gonna do something, just watch and see if it's gonna be done. If it's like a continuous habit of, okay, he said he was gonna do this, but he never did it. He said, like, over and over and over again. Ladies, that's a red flag. Like, there's something wrong. Like, or the guy's not serious. So you don't need to keep wasting your time. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on the 90-day rule and how to know if a guy really likes you. For those who are spiritually sound and genuinely looking for someone, something more serious, an event is holding place in London in October for singles, young professionals, looking for like-minded people to meet up with, and yeah, hopefully just mingle and find someone. You need to sign up on the official website. It's called smartandrelentless.com/Christian Singles Meetup. So link to the website will be down below. Please make sure you fill out your details. If you're serious, young professional, spiritually sound in London, the event will be sometime in October. You will receive all the details, but please, you need to make sure you fill out your details. Everything is in the description box below. There's only going to be 25 specially selected men and 25 specially selected ladies, so you need to make sure that you apply as soon as possible. So please sign up, everyone or anyone who's interested in finding someone. So come to the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you love videos like this on relationship talk, just give it a thumbs up. Let me know. Also, if you disagree with anything or you agree with anything, or you have like an experience that you want to talk about, please put it in the comments section below. This is like an open discussion. Like, I want this to be fun. Like, so yeah, and if your experience or your opinion can help another person, then go for it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.